In this video, I want to show you another approach to creating a report using something that amounts to a template. And I want to show the relationship between the reporting checklist, which this is a view of the full reporting checklist, which has the names of the disclosures in it. And that enables the software to do its work in helping the user create a report per reporting checklist. So this is the taxonomy that I'm going to use, and I want to point something out. So here we have a balance sheet. Here we have a statement of net assets. So a company would typically be either a for-profit company or a not-for-profit company, and they'd use one of these or the other. So again, here we have income statement and we have income statement alternative. People could prepare two different income statements, put it in the same report, but that's not typically what's done. What's typically done is one format is used or another format is used. Okay? So basically, imagine I'm going to create a new report. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this little wizard. I'm going to select the proof taxonomy. It's the same as this. This is human readable. So there's the entry point. That's XBRL. And here, that's the same entry point. Here's information about that taxonomy. I'm not going to get into that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to load that taxonomy into this tool. Have it right there. And I want to use this as a template for creating the report. Now, for software to help you, it has to be able to understand which one of these, which networks are used to represent disclosures. If you look at this, there's nothing in here that says that this is a balance sheet. So what I mean is, so this definitely says balance sheet, and that definitely says balance sheet. However, when you create a report, you're not required, for example, in SEC filings or in ESMA filings, you're not required to include a balance sheet hypercube to say, hey, I'm the balance sheet. Or you're not required to use a standard network to define the balance sheet. So people, they create networks and they put balance sheets in them, but each filer creates their own identifiers. Some say balance sheet, some say statement of financial position. So they're not standard. So the disclosure rules help software understand these disclosures, even if the things like these hypercubes are not prepared or provided. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually do what software would automatically do. So I'm going to select all of the disclosures, but I don't want the ones for not-for-profits. So that's for not-for-profits. I don't want this alternative. I want the normal income statement. I want comprehensive income, cash flows. I don't want this prior period adjustment alternative. I want that one. And statement of equity. That's all good. So I want all that stuff. And I want to grab that, and I'm going to actually create a pro forma set of facts. I want it to be done in euros. I'm going to press that button, and I get a pro forma report created. So now I can see the terms that were imported, the labels, the facts. They're all as zeros because it's a pro forma. But now I'm going to go validate that. And I think I need to use that. And I press validate. And I should get a perfectly valid report that complies with that reporting checklist that the proof has that constrains. Yes, and it is perfectly valid. So again, there's the reporting checklist. It found everything that I'm supposed to have in the reporting checklist. Everything else is valid. So the point is that it's the blocks of information that are detected using the disclosure mechanics rules, and that includes the disclosure names that I've created, and those work together with the reporting checklist rules that would allow me to have the software application do automatically what I did manually. Again, remember, I went in and I had to manually select those networks that I wanted to import. I don't want to do that. I want that to be automated. So that's this hopefully shows how the pieces of XBRL are connected. That's the intention of this set of videos.